Okay, are there any changes to the schedule, Arnie?
Line item 7, which is shown for all day, all of first shift Tuesday. The tank pressurization test will not start until 1300.
When do you want to run the leak check?
First shift Tuesday.
Arnie, you're going to extend that time out for 5 hours by cutting it off in the front end of that LH2 storage tank pressurization?
Negative.
It's 3 hours and 32 minutes until man begins the greatest adventure in his history. If all goes well, Apollo 11 astronauts Armstrong, Aldrin, and Collins are to lift off from pad 39A out there on the voyage man always has dreamed about. So it is now, before they go, as their gleaming vehicle sits poised and peaceful out there, that there is time, if only briefly in this busy morning, think of those 3 men and the burdens and the hopes that they carry on behalf of all mankind. And boring through the vastness, the blackness, and the cold of space, they'll carry the pledge made 8 years ago by President Kennedy to put a man on the moon and bring him back safely in this decade.
Each segment of the mission, every individual piece has to be completed perfectly in order for the next step to be possible. And of course, the nation itself is backing us, so we just sincerely hope that we measure up to that.
The whole Apollo program was designed to get 2 Americans to the lunar surface and back again to Earth safely. The enormity of this event is something that only history will be able to judge.
Apollo 11 has very simply been given the mission of carrying men to the moon, landing them there, and bringing them safely back.
For in addition to the mission the 3 astronauts will perform and the experiments they'll undertake, these men will carry with them many other things. Many things that are not nearly so easy to describe. Journey will be concerned with such things as mid-course corrections and docking. The astronauts, of course, will be concerned with very much more. Is to be the culmination of a national effort and the most difficult, most dangerous mission ever attempted since this country and the Russians started sending men into space. Civilian Neil Alden Armstrong is to become the first human being to touch the moon. Aldrin will follow just 20 minutes later, but Armstrong will take that first step. The mission of Apollo 11, a journey certainly for the history books, a beginning of man's greatest adventure, leaving this planet to set foot on the moon.
Go ahead. Verify go, no go for start automatic launch sequence.
Verify go.
Yes,
561 verified. CS-18, spacecraft ready, switch on.
switch is on, verify light.
Roger, 563 is verified.
All stations stand by to give a crew departure status at this time.
Leaving CPS, that's 111.
Go, CPS, son.
Sequence on crew head with dispatch.
EPS, go. TNS, go. SDS, go. SPS, go. RTS,
Go.
main. Main, go. Okay, BSC. Go.
Go,
BSC.
Verify elevator number 1 at A level, elevator number 2 at 3 flight level. 1 at A level, last 2 at 3 flight level, verify. We're good.
Okay.
Alright.
You right? 214. Roger, you go for crew departure. Stony TV, 214.
Carl?
Roger, you go for crew departure.
Affirmative, Tony, go.
Right.
The dawn of this day heralded the dawning of a new age. It's a time of exhilaration, reflection, hope, fulfillment, as a centuries-old dream starts toward reality.
This is Apollo Saturn Launch Control, T-minus 3 hours, 4 minutes, 32 seconds, and counting. Right on time as far as the astronaut countdown is concerned. The prime crew now departing from their crew quarters here at the Kennedy Space Center. Astronauts Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and then finally Mike Collins, plus their suit technicians and Director of Flight Crew Operations, Deke Slayton, now boarding the transfer van for the trip to the launch pad. The trip in the transfer van should take some 15 minutes or so to reach the pad, at which time the astronauts will board the first of 2 elevators for the trip to the 320-foot level at the launch pad, where they will then proceed to ingress the spacecraft.